Welcome back. Let's go ahead and clear the space. Call on our team and spirit, our magnetic self to be with us. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Thank you for showing up for us. For showing up for yourself. Thank you, Father God, Most High God, for guiding us with peace and love in my heart and giving us strength to forge through. Only you know how hard some days can be for us to get through, and my mind, my body, and my spirit are guided by you and by you alone. Thank you, ancestors and team of spirit, as well as my loving family and friends, spirit animals too. All right, amen, 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 amen. Okay, so what's happening today, guys? How are you guys today? I seen a license plate and it said repent. So you guys, what do you guys consider repenting? Like for me, repenting is actually acknowledging that I've done something to the fullness of it. Not that doesn't mean you just got caught in U.S. prison. It means you actually acknowledge it. You don't say, "Oh, I was kidnapped and they made me do something," or "I was this and they made me do something." No, you say, "I did X, Y, and Z, and I'm not going to do it again. And when I get around these people," or if it's something to do with kids, or if it's something to do with anything like that, you change your behavior. You don't just show up to those children or around children and be rude or mean. Or if it's some kind of sexual perversion towards kids, you don't do that, right? Or if it's stealing, you pay your dues and then you don't do it again, right? So I don't know what brought me to say that, but I just thought it was funny that I seen the that the license plate that said that, right? And it's like, don't be concerned for your own good, but for the good of others. What's that? Dark Knight, baby, come here. Oh, your hands, come. Yes, mom's boy. Okay. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. Okay. So, being worried about of the well-being of others and yourself too, but going out of your way to okay, it's like despite God's desire for you to be selfless or for him to selflessly follow you, it's like sometimes the opposite show up as learning situations. Okay, so if you're like, if you have a divine masculine and what do divine masculines do? They don't manipulate, they're not going to lie to you, they're not going to steal from you, right? They're going to protect you, and as well as you as other women in your vicinity, because that's how they are. They have a very calm but gentle and safe feeling to them, right? So I guess that's where that don't be concerned for, but the good, concern for your own good work for the good of others came in, because that's just what I heard in my head. So maybe it's wanted me to like focus in on that or hone in on that a little bit, right? Because divine masculines, they naturally protect. Most masculines do naturally protect, right? If you're in danger and they know it, like they feel it, like I call it your little spidey senses. Their little spidey senses go off. They automatically protect, right? If they know that you're being like taken advantage of, or somebody's just doing something, that they'll like send in. It's almost like an anchor, or not an anchor, but like a life, like one of them little floaty life things, right? To protect you. It's not like that's their job, but it's just natural, right? They protect you against diabolical forces, against thieves and murderers and harmful animals. And this could be the divine feminine as well too. or somebody, like if you're like, I'm a divine feminine, and because I'm a single mom, a lot of times I'm in both divine masculine, divine feminine energies, because we are both, we are one, right? So and it's also talking about when you are like, when you are in a situation like that, how you can pull the femininity out of you. And then also this also will protect you from sorry guys, from against like bewitchments and evil spells. It returns them to I want to say country of origin, but not our country of origin. It returns them back, right? So if somebody's trying to hurt you or trying to and I'm not saying something like said out of anger, or something said like, oh, you killed somebody so you deserve to die, which couldn't really honestly happen, but I'm talking about things said in sincerity, in truth, right? Right. So if you hex somebody who's a divine being, or a lot of times, just many times, their ancestors are going to step in and move in their life, right? Because it goes back to them, right? Because it's like a ricochet. That's why you should never hex people or curse people or do all that kind of stuff. Right? That doesn't mean people don't do it. That just, it is what it is, guys. Okay. So that, but also I'm a warrior of the light. So my celestial army is light beings, right? I am more on the 44 energy is like the universal protector. So that is, I want everybody to feel protected and safe and warm and like they got justice in their situation, right? Like I said, a lot of times it doesn't work like that, but in my life I've seen it for me. But then again, I'm like, I work for the light, not the dark, so it's different on each side, and understanding that will help you understand the outcomes and what is right and what is just, right? Because when you're helping others, then good comes around to you, right? Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? We got truth. Oh, and we're talking about truth. So truth. When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown then to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking. Dear Lord, take me over and speak through me. So, amen. Speaking through you. So allowing the Lord to speak through you. As well as, when I was at the stop earlier today, somebody was talking to me about hate crimes, right? And they said like transgenders or just people that are dressed up like men dressed up as women can attack you and you can't fight back. That's a hate crime, right? And I was kind of perplexed by the situation. I know you cannot attack people because they're LGBTQ or transgender. You cannot do that. I know that. That is a hate crime, right? But what's it mean for a woman like me to be attacked by a man that's dressed as a woman? If you're attacked, you have the right to defend yourself, right? So how can that be correct? Maybe because he's a man and that man attacked him, maybe that's what he means. But like, I know if you attacked me because you thought that I was transgender, if you thought that I was gay, or because I'm white or whatever, or because somebody was, I think sexual offender is the correct word. Somebody's a sexual offender. I believe that is a hate crime, yes. And that is federal time. So I was kind of confused with it. I don't know. Open up the conversation, guys. What do you think about that? Like, I was kind of perplexed when they told me that. I'm like, where does this? And look, the truth card. So I just don't understand what would give any man the right to come beat on a woman for any reason at all. Whether he's dressed as a woman or not, especially if it's just a man dressed as a woman, because there's actually transgenders, which is different than just a man dressed as a woman. So I was kind of confused with that, but I'm still kind of looking into all that kind of stuff, and I just want everybody basically like to get along and to understand that that's just them expressing who they are. So who are we to say, to sit around and talk bad about it? I don't know. The conversation made sense, but I was just kind of like, huh? Okay. So, let's get some signs from Spirit. Signs from Spirit. Or what do we have going on here? Let's do spirit animals. Spirit animals. Okay. So, somebody could be opening up their, like, I call it like your little box of tools, like your clairvoyance, your dream, whatever you want to call them, like dream suggestions or things in your dreams that could help guide you, right? And this happens a lot, and a lot of times it starts when you're a kid, right? You have these things from a kid, and like for me, sometimes, now I'm not talking about all the time, but sometimes I'll be doing something, and I'll just, like when I call my kids or something, I'm not at home, I don't know where they're in the house, but it'd be like a little flash, right? And for women, a lot of times it's like that. Like you see a little flash of where they are and what they're doing, right? That's been happening to me a lot lately. Almost been distracting me, but if that's happening, just ask. Just ask the person or look and try to find clues if you don't know what it is, if it's making you feel strange, or sometimes it can be, I don't know what you want to call it, but sometimes it can feel awkward, because sometimes, like for me, sometimes I see people I don't even know and stuff like that in it. So, and also, okay, we got dragon, supernatural. You are an ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Okay, so rising with dignity, allowing yourself to feel through things and, and pull out the wisdom that you need in them. Okay, somebody else here could be trying to avoid somebody, right? Somebody in your waking life, somebody in the spiritual world, so maybe hiding or escaping, or even when no specific type thing appears, it's like there's something there that makes you feel this, or gives you clues, right? It's like vague or generalized or unknown, right? But it's there. And then on top of that, hey love, come here. Or somebody could want somebody to, like, or want them to feel like that. I don't know why you would want anybody to ever feel like that, because as ascended beings, we want everybody to feel safe. We understand that when one person doesn't feel right, that it interrupts the whole energy of the place that we're at. Like, it doesn't matter if that's a workplace situation or at home life, right? So, somebody else here could be having some type of power struggle, or like struggle with getting to the heart of a situation, right? Defending yourself, but also accepting that you can't control how others are, right? And what you don't need to. You don't need to control. You don't have to be obsessed with power struggle. You want to call back your own power so other people won't power play on you. But, right? But you don't want to be stuck in the like feelings caused by reactions or emotional reactions or something like that, right? It's like that's what's being highlighted. That way you know what's going on, where you're going, where you've been, Let's see here. Let's just do one more card here. All right. Somebody else could be working on their life purpose or getting to know what it is that you're doing, like, or just changing careers. And if it's not actually changing careers, it's getting your life ready to do so, you know. And then there's like that feeling of like an unfamiliar or a secret or like an unused room. It's like a house or a home symbolizes yourself, right? So if you're like the room inside the dream, or you are the room, right? You are the temple. Therefore, if there's unknown rooms that are locked, or you can't get to them, this could indicate personal transformation that you have not expressed, right? You're not aware of them. They're waiting for you to unlock them. For some of you, you aren't even like trying to capitalize on them because you're hiding something from yourself or something like that. But the key to this is the interpretation of what is in the room, in which nobody can tell you what's in the room besides you, right? That's your own transformation. That's your own honesty with everything that's undeveloped, undiscovered. And this is also like, if this room is empty or deserted, it's like you aren't taking steps to get to know your own strengths and talents, which is kind of what we talked about the human, is allowing those things to be represented in your life and find inspiration from them, find new ideas, right? Hidden rooms can also be where your dark side is, right? Where your dark side is found, right? But always remember that the light wins over on the dark. So once you face those aspects of yourself and come to terms with them, then more healing will occur, more other doors will occur, more rooms will be open for you to continue to delve in deeply to those other areas, right? All right, I'm just going to pull a couple more of these cards and see life purpose cards, since we kind of was talking about that. Oh, look, career change. What's it say? You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So somebody could be changing careers or doing something else, going from one position to the next. Okay, we have healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. For somebody, it's like opening up that gift of healing, that gift of whatever, if it's actually being a doctor, being a nurse, being a veterinarian, being some kind of animal caregiver, massage therapist, anything like that, anything that involves helping people to get from A to B. Okay, nutrition, also working on nutrition, or you conduct healing work with your culinary skills is what it says. So the foods that you make could help move something in people's lives. Now, they do have like each different types of food help clear certain chakras, help release certain energy centers in the body. Let's get a couple more. Music. Okay, so your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. And also music, when you sing and stuff, it opens up your throat chakra. So yeah, one more. Okay, and speaker. For some of you guys, you should be a speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Okay, so for some of you guys, you should be a speaker. You're good. You have good dialect. Maybe you write, or you just have the ability to think like on your feet without being prompted, or you like to encourage people. You like to motivate people, right? So that's all we have for today, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and get a video out real quick. Tell you guys I love you, of course. You're beautiful. I hope everything is going well in your life. And for whatever it is that you're working on, whether it has to do with things that you've hidden from yourself in the past, or trying to, because everybody's at different stages in their spiritual awakening, right? So, like, some people can be still going through the things of their past because it's going to continue to come up until they're honest with themselves about it, right? Or other people can be preparing for, their future or their career. Other people are already in their career, in their life purpose. They already have whatever it is that they feel that they were drawn, that the Most High God drew them in to do. Right? They understood the assignments, and don't ever feel bad that if you're 55 years old and you're starting your assignment just now, you're just now understanding, you're just now having that self-realization because you went through all sorts of trauma. You signed up for that trauma. You signed up for the addictions. You signed up for the hardships with finance. You signed up for all that stuff. That's why we just have to transmute it and keep going from there. All right, beautiful souls, I love you. Have a great day. Bye.